Okay, I got a request to do some questions from our review for the test tomorrow. We're going to do three right now. So let's look at this. I want to look at the inside first. This is an idea of T-bow. So what I'm going to do is just rewrite it with the one inside. So top in, bottom out. So that means that the top went inside, so that would have been up here, and the bottom is outside, so the bottom's here. So I can undo T-bow. So this thing is going to equal this thing. Now let's go ahead, put my parentheses and my to the n on the outside. So this is my to the n. Here we go, to the n. Now what this means right here, I can go ahead and we know that we need to multiply these exponents. So I'm going to have x to the 1 times n is going to be n over 5. Then I want this to equal x to the 1. I want it to equal just x. So I have to basically guess what this n is going to be. What divided by 5 is going to be 1, and that's pretty easy. So we have x 5 divided by 5 equals x to the 1. So that means that n is going to equal 5. So what we had to do to be able to get this problem correctly was we had to know that we can go backwards on T-bow. All right, let's go to problem number 7. See if I can find it. I have to zoom out here. Okay, yeah, there's 7. Okay, let's drag this down so we can see this a little better. Oh, and there's 9 too. Okay, that's good. We have both of these. So number 7, change each radical expression to the exponential form. So this is the same idea as the last question, where I have to do backwards T-bow. Let's focus on the inside first, this part in here. I have the 5th root of n. 5th root of n, and this is to the 1. This is going to equal n to the 1 over 5, because this 1 is an inside T-bow, top in, top, bottom out, bottom out. Now, let's take the everything to the 8th power, like it was telling us to from the get-go. Go ahead and multiply in. I'm going to get n 1/5 times 8, and I just made this a little longer. Here we go, 8/5, n to the 8/5. All right, then let's go ahead and look at b. So b is the same exact idea, except it's much easier. We can just go straight backwards T-bow. This is cube root of n to the 1. So that 1 goes on top, and the outside goes on the bottom. Done. All right. And then this final one, I have an invisible 2. Don't forget that I have an invisible 2 there. So this inside bit, okay, this inside bit is going to be n to the 1/2. I just backwards T-bowed, raise that to the 6. And so that's going to be n to the 6 over 2. I can reduce that n to the 3 over 1. 3 over 1 is the same as 3, so that's n to the 3. Okay? Now let's look at 9. 9, we have to remember that square roots, we can break them apart. Like if we have square root 50, that's the same as square root 5 times the square root of 10. Okay? Same thing with division. So this is going to be the same thing as square root 81 over square root of 16. And those are pretty easy. Square root of 81 is 9. Square root of 16 is 4. You can't reduce that anymore, so we are done. All right, not too bad. And then I think we want to do question number 10. So let's go ahead. Open our last page here. I think I was on page 3. See if I can zoom out and find this question. Number 10. All right, good stuff. There we go. It's kind of in the middle. All right, 10. If the side length of a square is I, may be found by using the formula I equals a to the 1/2. So basically, they're just saying, if I wanted to rewrite that, they're saying side length equals area to the 1/2. where A is the area of the square, what is the length of one side of the square that has an area of 225 square kilometers? So my area, I know that A equals 225, so I can just plug that in. My side length is going to equal, that's I. I don't like how they use I. Side length is, and then my area, 225 to the 1/2. Let's go ahead and TIBO that. So that's top in, 225 to the 1, bottom out. That's just a square root of 225, which I believe is 15. Alrighty, I hope that helps. And I will see you on Monday or Tuesday. Bye.